So the next topic that we wanted to speak about was hydration. Okay, so again, fluid balance in the body is regulated by the kidneys. Okay, so if there's excess water, then that needs to be filtered and the kidneys need to work harder. Again, I'm going to emphasize that it's important to, have, 6 to 8, cups of water or fluid throughout the day, unless otherwise indicated. Okay, so that's basically the biggest notion. So if you're told, limit your fluid intake, then please follow that. Okay, and again, speaking with your dietitian or doctor will be able to, bring up a personalized plan for you. But otherwise, it is really important to stay hydrated. What we're going to do now is kind of bring out a really tasty way of hydrating yourselves.
Perfect. So I'm going to get this started. Steph, I think there's a question there in the chat box. I don't know if you can see it.
You carry on and I'm going to read it.
Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to make now, like Steph mentioned, something refreshing, something hydrating that isn't just water, because something like a smoothie would count as well, right, for that hydration. So we're going to make, I guess it's kind of like a smoothie. We're going to make a Lassi drink. Now, a Lassi, if you've never had a Lassi before, never heard of a Lassi before, it's this traditional drink that you would typically find in India, and it usually combines some sort of yogurt. It's like a yogurt with some sort of spice. That's sort of the minimum requirements, and you might find savory lassis or spicy lassis, or lassis with fruit in them. Mango lassi is probably the one you hear most often here, and we're going to sort of take a spin off of that, and we're going to use some of our local products as well. So right now we're starting to see some local strawberries, which are fantastic. I know, in these times, we'll do whatever we can to cheer us up a little bit, even if that's food, which tends to be most of the time for me. And we have some nice local strawberries, so we're going to use them. So we washed them really well, diced them up, and we're going to throw them into our blender here. So I'm going to go about a cup's worth. And this will make 2 servings. And I'm eyeballing it. Which is, again, this is not a science. These recipes do not need to be a science. Okay, next thing is some mango. Now, I'm using frozen mango because I want the texture of this lassi to be a little bit more on that icy side, right? That refreshing icy side. You don't have to add frozen. It depends on the texture that you want, but if you're looking for a texture that's more of like a soft serve ice cream, then the more frozen ingredients you use, the better, okay? So I'm gonna add about a cup of the frozen mango there. That may have been more than a cup, that's okay. I'll finish it. Okay, and then we're gonna add some lime juice to this. Now the acidity, again, from the lime, or if you want to use lemon, but lime is going to really enhance the flavors of the strawberry. It's really going to enhance the flavors of the mango as well. We don't often think of citrus fruits like lemon, lime, orange as flavor enhancers because they bring their own flavor. But they do help to boost flavors and other ingredients when you add them, especially if you're using frozen ingredients. So frozen ingredients, the freezing process does dull the flavor a bit. If you add a little bit of acidity to it, it helps to pick it back up again. It helps to wake it back up. So a little bit of lime juice in there. And then for our spice, I'm going to use cardamom. Cardamom is maybe something that you might not use that often. It is a wonderful spice. It's super, super aromatic. And you may see it, I don't have any of the green pods, but you may usually see it as like the little green pods. It's used in a lot of savory dishes, but it works really, really well in sweet dishes like this. So I'm going to add about half a teaspoon, but again, it doesn't have to be cardamom. Maybe it's ground ginger, maybe it's cinnamon, but that little bit of spice, again, is going to help to boost the flavor. So all my flavors, all my ingredients are in here. Now I'm just going to add some yogurt. And I have a different type of yogurt. Today, this is coconut yogurt. So you can use any yogurt, but this is like a cultured coconut yogurt, which is a little different. There is no dairy in this one.
So just to iterate, so there was a question which was pretty specific, but that's okay. It was so I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Though that being said, it is important to speak with your healthcare team around this. So someone mentioned that they were on a low protein, low phosphorus diet. So just to reiterate that you'll have to kind of get an understanding as to how much you need to be taking. But the other thing is that those phosphorus foods, okay, because it seems that there was a little bit of needs to a little bit of a clarification. Because they also wanted to have high fiber foods. So fruit and vegetable is okay in terms of the phosphorus, right? Those foods that are high in phosphorus that you might want to avoid are things like seeds, nuts, beans, and things like milk, cheese, meat, fish, and poultry. Okay, so if that is the case, it is okay to have fiber through fruit and vegetables. So this type of the salad that we did earlier would be okay. You can have some protein, but we just need to kind of better understand how much you need to take. So that's why working with your healthcare team would be important. The other thing that I wanted to mention here is that we're using this liquid, the coconut yogurt, but you could also use coconut milk. Again, a low phosphorus option. However, you can have moderate or like a low amount of dairy in your diet if that suits you. So again, just kind of getting an idea of what that would look like. So we chose to use the coconut yogurt in today's session. Again, it's low in phosphorus and low in protein.
Awesome. Okay, so we have everything in our blender here. And I'm going to add some water, about half a cup, but I think I added a bit more fruit than was on my recipe. So I'll adjust. Lid on top, and we're gonna blend it. Now, if you find that it's like really too liquidy, you want it a little bit thicker, add some more frozen fruit. If you find that it's not turning at all, then just add some more water, okay? And you can sort of play with it that way. So lid on top. Take it for a spin, might get loud. Okay, beautiful. I don't know how the red color's coming out on your screen. It is super, there we go. Oh, super refreshing. And maybe a little garnish, fancy. And there we have it. Our strawberry mango lassi. I'm gonna have a little sip too.
Mm. Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
That is our last recipe. And thank you guys. Thank you everybody for joining us today.
I know people might be salivating, and unfortunately, we're not here to share in that all together. One thing I did want to mention that, sometimes during treatment, and I mentioned this a little bit earlier in our session, is that sometimes, people experience different side effects. And our focus wasn't on those side effects in today's class. However, nausea, vomiting, any type of irregularity, tummy issues, right? These could all make appetite loss or, not wanting to eat something that occurs. And sometimes the smell of different foods can actually, trigger this a little bit more. So that said, really great, again, ELLICSRkitchen.ca has tons of recipes there that are divided into different side effects that somebody might be experiencing. So you could always go check that out. But I wanted to mention that even since, it's summertime, we're outside more often, using that barbecue that Jeremy had mentioned earlier is a really great way of cooking your food. That way you're getting the smell, and if any smells are triggering you, you're bringing it outside of the kitchen. Okay, so cook outside if you can. Otherwise, really great to open the windows and make foods that, that can help alleviate that aroma from within.
Yes, awesome. Okay, so here we go. Our beautiful grilled summer niçoise salad. We have our strawberry mango lassi. Where's the dip? Roasted onion and eggplant dip. So 3 recipes, and thank you everyone for joining us. We're going to be posting all of these recipes on our website. The recipes are available in French as well. And if it's not posted in the chat right now, we'll be able to post those after as well. But like Steph mentioned, if you do want to get more recipes from us, you can check out ELLICSRkitchen.ca, or you can connect with us on our YouTube channel, our Twitter channel. You can subscribe. We have lots of amazing things on there.